Welcome to Don Air Podcast, everyone, fueled by Matt Coffee. I'm David Zaharakis. I'm joined by my regular now two co-hosts, Orazio Fantasia and Mason Redman. Welcome, boys. How are we going?
Very good.
Good afternoon, everyone.
What's going on? You're drinking your Matt Coffee?
Yeah, I've got my Matt Coffee here, just relaxing. I've done my morning run and my weights, boys. Flying.
Oh, yeah. Good session today?
Not too bad. Just a nice little... Oh, it was a bit of fartlek this morning, Redman.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. How'd you go with the 50-10s?
Yeah, 50-10s. It wasn't too bad, but it's just boring when you're by yourself, you know?
True, yeah. I had Murph come out this morning with me.
Oh, yeah.
Keep your distance
with you.
Yeah, we had a little, well, his distance got further and further behind as we started running, mate.
Oh, righto, mate.
Oh, okay, David.
But, it was actually good. It was a harder session because you're doing it with him, which means you kind of have to go a little bit harder than what you normally would. So it was a good session.
Nice.
Yeah, I found it quite easy, to be honest.
I've had a haircut while I've been away, boys.
Have you had a haircut?
Yeah, it looks nice. Need to go a bit higher.
I can't see your video. My video is not working. I can't see it.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. I think you need to go a little bit higher there, Orazio.
I'm actually I'm going to do that this afternoon.
Oh, it's coming on, Raz. Oh, there we go. Now I can see it.
David?
Oh, I can, yeah. I like it. It's doing a little bit.
It's doing a bit. It's not a good angle for my nose on the side, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I did a good session with Henry Crawford this morning. It was nice.
Oh, yeah, Croft.
Yeah.
Geez, that's nice.
Mount Gambier, boys.
How is the big fella going?
Yeah, he seems like he's going well. He's running me through his home gym at home. He reckons he's got a big metal bar welded to a couple of old truck tyres for his deadlift, and sounds like he's going really well.
Yeah, nice. So you're treating you well, ISO, mate?
Yeah, nice, mate. What about you, Zaka? What are you doing? By the looks of it, you're cooking, you eat.
Mate, sorry you cut out there, but I got your first bit. Cooking, yeah, mate. It's been a feast almost here every single night, which is quite handy. We've obviously got the three other housemates, so we're all each rotating it pretty much one night every 4 days.
Yep.
So yeah, we're eating quite a bit. It's probably not good for the skinnies, but at least we're training still at the moment. So
yeah, it looks like plenty of carbs on your diet at the moment.
Yeah, that's the bad thing. I mean, it's similar to your diet, I'd assume, being back home.
Yeah. It's not
but
great.
I've had to cut back on them. No, I'm doing the whole no carb this week. So we're having just meat and veggies this week.
I don't know what you've got some strong Wi-Fi issues.
You've got some bad connection there, David. Yeah, right. You got this really expensive house and you can't buy decent Wi-Fi. Absolute disgrace.
Yeah, come on, mate. Sort it out, would you? You've got an $8 million house and you don't even have NBN. Give us a spell. All right, mate. So you and me, and we'll just take it from here.
Yeah. Well, what have you been up to this week? We've lost him, actually. We've lost him. What have you been up to this week, Raz?
He's gone. That's fine. He's gone. Not much, mate. Bit of a light week. We had a big Easter. I tell you what.
Did you?
All right. We'll see if that's any better.
Oh, he's back. He's back, Redman.
We'll see if that's any better.
Oh, nice.
Me and Mason we were flying. And Mace, what have you been doing, son? What have you been up to? Flying a bit?
Yeah, I've just been completing my sessions. Haven't really looked at uni in the past 2 weeks. Just been getting out of the house. Went fishing with Dad last week. A couple of, and I'll go again this week, I reckon. My pa just bought a new biplane, which is a plane with 2 wings. It's got two seats as well. So I went up for a fly in that. Did some aerobatics in that.
We saw that. You and Pa Redman.
So that was pretty cool. And then I went. It's been around Easter. We went beach fishing with my uncle and stuff. So just getting out of the house and being able to do a fair few things, which is really nice because we're just sort of isolating with our family and my uncle and auntie's family. So not really seeing anyone else.
You've been busy, mate. Was there a little double page spread in the Herald Sun about you?
Oh, I think there might have been. I went a little bit rogue on the.
Is it really?
Went a little bit rogue on the club's media. I got a couple of messages that night saying, have you been doing articles with newspapers? I was like, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to tell you.
So it's you we've been talking about.
Yeah. My manager hooked me up with John Ralph and he did a nice piece, so it was nice.
Just a little cashy for Redmond on the side from John.
No cash involved,
Very
mate. No cash
nice.
involved.
Just getting the profile and the brand out there, Raz.
Just building the brand.
Well, I just thought
Brand
maybe,
building.
Brand
during
building 101.
isolation, not getting paid, you thought you'd just chuck in a little cash job there, Redman.
Yeah, it would've been-
Sneaky, I like it. Well, let's talk about our first guest, shall we, fellas?
Yeah, let's get him on. Brayden Ham. Welcome, Hammy.
Thank you, Zaka. A bit of an apologies there. You won't believe
that's
it,
all right.
my phone actually went the temperature logo, so my phone blew up. So I've just had to go for a walk around to cool it down.
What are you
Try
running?
and get some wind in it. Try and get some airflow.
Are you running an iPhone 3, Ham? What are you running there, mate?
I'm down at the beach and Torquay has turned on the weather. It's been a bit of a struggle.
Give us a look.
I'll give you a bit of a rundown. There we go.
Give us a look here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's delightful.
Oh, look at that.
So tell us what have you been doing through ISO, Hammy?
Unlike you, I haven't been doing a whole lot. I've seen your Instagram stories of been getting up to a bit, but
Thanks for watching. Thank you.
yes, I've done a whole lot of YouTube watching, a lot of Netflix watching. But
Yeah.
I've been getting out and about as well. We've got the basketball court out the back. I've finished the series Ozark, if any of you have seen that.
Good or
Ham. Mate, yes. That was one of the things I was talking about.
that was
For
yours,
watching.
Raz?
Yeah. What did you think, Ham?
It's a great ending.
What an ending. That final scene, sensational. Wouldn't
Okay,
read about
alright.
it.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
me, Zaka.
Well, that's good. How's the fam down in Torquay, Ham?
Yeah, they're going well. I've got everyone home at the moment. So I've got mum working at home. Dad had a bit of a break from work to settle down a bit. And then my brothers are both at home as well. So that's why I'm down the street because it's a packed house at the moment.
Plenty of testosterone in that house. That's all I'll say.
Yes, indeed.
Internet will be going through the roof in the Ham. No data left in the
Internet
ham
usage.
household.
Internet usage. On a lot of things, not just Netflix, Raz.
No, that's...
Well, you're the one that
plenty
said it,
of
Zaka.
shoot. What were you saying, David? What were you going to say, mate?
No, I was going to say, we're talking about Ozark. Have you watched The Witcher?
Yeah.
I got recommended that this morning.
Rollerblades.
The Witcher?
Yeah.
It's called roller skates.
Who's
Ham,
that?
you got someone in the outside talking about rollerblades and roller skates?
I've got some young tackers. Yes.
I'll tell those young tackers to pipe down.
Pipe down.
I'm recording a podcast, boys. Pipe down. Oh, that's good. No, I haven't seen it, Tacker, so that could be another one. Let's dive into Ham.
Yeah, what are you thinking, Hammy? So we got probably a minimum of another 4 weeks left. What are you thinking of doing in the next 4 weeks?
Well, I've had a call from our psychologist, David Reed, recently, and he's suggested a couple things to get up to.
Yep.
What did he suggest?
A couple people learning a new instrument. I believe someone's got the guitar going. Heard he's got the piano going.
They've got the grand piano inside.
A couple of boys are learning a couple new languages as well. I believe Redman is one of them.
Redman!
Hello?
Is Trent teaching you Spanish, Redman?
I wish I could learn Spanish off Trent. He only knows a few sayings that he uses on the cruise ships.
What language are you learning?
Am I learning a language, Hammy?
Well, apparently you are.
Reedy's been dropping people's names.
We're just throwing you under the bus, I
I
reckon,
was
there.
thinking about doing. We got the Ivy League schools that were doing courses, and I was thinking about doing one of them and saying so I could graduate from Harvard and that sort of thing. Because they're doing free courses at the moment. But then I thought better of it because they're all crappy subjects.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where he got the
You're
idea.
not a fan, Raz?
Oh, look. I'm not a massive fan of the old Ivy League schools. Let's just worry about knocking out some uni work, Redmond, shall we?
Yeah, I probably need to concentrate on that.
You haven't picked up a book for 2 weeks and you're talking about Ivy League schools.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Hammy, what are you
ambition.
thinking there? What language would you learn, Hammy? What part of the world do you want to visit and know the language?
So I probably wouldn't go down that path yet. I struggled a bit with Chinese and Italian through school, so I wouldn't pick them up again. But no, I haven't really thought about that. Dad used to be a singer in a band, actually. So
You're kidding.
Oh,
yeah,
could be a little two-piece.
Oh no.
Maybe you and the brothers and your dad can start a band with him as the lead singer.
Yeah.
That'd be not
Yeah, it wouldn't be a
bad.
bad idea, actually.
I could see you on the cello, Ham.
I mean, you don't sound too enthusiastic about it, but
Oh no, well, once I get some practice in, could boost the enthusiasm.
You're unbelievable.
nice.
Man.
All right. Well, we're glad to have you on today, Hammy. We'll find out a little bit more about you. Some listener questions a little bit later for yourself. Also, guys, we've got fact of the week. So I hope you guys have done some prep. Mason, I'm looking at you. And you're also going to share some wisdom. Plus, we got Raz's review coming up. We'll be back after a quick break.
Discover new grounds with our partner, Map Coffee, providing top quality coffee solutions for your workplace with a range of coffee machines made to suit any workplace and delicious locally roasted beans. Oh yeah. You can treat your staff and visitors to barista style coffee every day. Head to mapcoffee.com.au for your quote today.
All right, boys, a little break. We're back. Map Coffee, little break. Raz, have a little sip, please.
Yeah, I've got my mum's beautiful floral cup here. A couple of flowers.
Yeah, with your
She'll
Map
love
Coffee in
that.
there. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hammy, all right, let's talk about you. Anyone got a question for Hammy from some footy?
Yeah, let's talk about position, Ham. You're up on the wing trying to take Zach's spot. You reckon he's a bit old and fragile, and I tend to agree. What are you thinking? That's your position. You're going to lock that down for. You want to play on the wing, or do you want to play a bit more forward? We've seen you come forward and kick a few snaggaroos. What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's a bit of a mixed sort of feeling. Grew up probably playing more so forward, but then I've realised sort of in the AFL environment, probably the wing's probably maybe a little bit more suitable for my strengths. So at this stage, probably more wing, but down the road a little bit. We'll hopefully sneak some time down forward, I reckon.
You spoke of your strengths, Hammy. What would you say your top three strengths
good
are?
question.
Mason.
Oh, you can use anything on and off the field. I'm just a query about your strengths.
Probably my endurance base. Maybe a little bit of dash as well.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And maybe my kicking as well. Chuck that in there. Yeah. Kicking on the run.
Have you always been a good runner? Normally, some kids have to train to become an elite runner. Have you always been someone since your junior age?
Actually, I haven't been. I reckon it was after school finished. I reckon I finded a bit more time to go for a run in the morning or something. I don't reckon I ever went for a run like just by myself ever during school. So I reckon as soon as school finished, I sort of knuckled down a bit, and that's when I sort of started finding a bit more. Yeah.
Oh, had a bit more in the tank.
You've got a little, just give us a little bit of insight. You got a little bit of an interesting story about how you end up getting drafted. So do you want to talk to the listeners about the last sort of 12 months before you got picked up? Or 12 to 18 months?
I was playing locally in my under-18s team at St Mary's, and I ended up getting into the Falcons. It was my first time at a representative squad as an 18-year-old. So in my draft year was my first year having a crack at it, and managed to do all right, but obviously not good enough in my 18-year-old year. So I got another year at the Falcons as a 19-year-old. Ended up missing Vic Country, so I thought it was all over then. But luckily enough, I played some good enough footy, and Adrian decided to take me on.
Yeah, nice, Ham. Can we go back a step and talk about some school? So we've every time someone comes on, we talk about the schooling and the enter score and stuff. And I take you to be a quite intelligent young man, Ham. Let's chat about your schooling. Oh, ATAR.
What are you? ATAR.
ATAR. Same.
Showing our age.
Brayden. sorry, mate. Let's talk about school.
Yeah, so I went to a school in Geelong you've probably heard of, St. Joey's. It's a all-boys school where fair
good football
players
school.
have gone. Yeah, I was about to say there's been a few players go through there in the past, and that's where I went from year 7 through year 12. I was pretty lucky to get in the first place. I didn't go to a Catholic school, which was the prerequisite. I think I was the only one from our primary school out of sort of 500 kids that actually got accepted there. So I was very lucky, and that's where I ended up going. And just an average student, Razzle. No intelligence about me, really.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. Nothing wrong with that.
In and around the 70s as an ATAR, if you'd like to know.
That's good. That's a good score.
Yeah.
Correct.
Solid score.
I was the same. Take
Do
that.
not sell yourself short there, Hammy. That's a great score.
Correct.
We've got a couple 99s around the list, so...
Do we? Who? Heard?
I know Dylan Clark's a 99. Man.
Dylan Clark. What, Jaden was a high one, wasn't he?
Yeah, Jaden was in the 90s. Rids was like 97, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We've got a couple, but we'll be comfortable in the 70s, boys. We'll be comfortable. Hammy, a little bit about you growing up. You obviously, did your family support football? Who'd you go for? Who was your favourite player growing up?
Yeah, I got a very big football family. Almost football nuffies growing up. We had full Richmond-based family, and then Mum was Collingwood, so there was a bit of a clash there. But I changed from Richmond. They were the underdog back when I was supporting, so that's why I actually started barracking for them to go for a bit of an underdog, and then they ended up winning the premiership, so it changed around a bit. And favourite player was probably maybe a Brett Deledio or a Chris Newman, maybe.
Chris Newman?
Oh,
Yeah. Had his
What about
jumper.
Nathan Foley?
Yeah, I was going to say him as well, actually.
Yeah.
Remember his State of Origin game.
What about Ben Nason?
Oh, Benny Nason. I played with him at Glenelg. They're really winding back the clock there.
Jeez, that's what, 2010 Ben Nason, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's who. Yeah, he had the dreadies. Hep copied him, I think.
Yeah, he exploded on the scene, and then, not around anymore, but,
Oh, righto, mate. We don't knock people down on this podcast.
Oh, you sure you don't?
We don't, mate. We don't. Hammy, let's talk about your family. You touched on your dad was a singer. And you've got some brothers. You got a sister?
No, just the two brothers, Razzle.
Yeah. And how old are they?
Similar ages. So I'm 20, about to turn 21, and then my two younger brothers are 19 and 17. Yeah,
nice. Would have been a nightmare for your mum growing up.
Yeah, I know, I could imagine, but she's done well.
Was there ever any blues in the backyard, Hammy, or was it all pretty clean?
Not a whole lot, maybe more so me and the youngest one.
Yeah.
The youngest one's got a bit of brutality about him. He reckons he's a big tough dog. So you got to put him back in his place every now and then.
Run us through a time you had a clash with him.
It's probably every couple of nights, really. As soon as he's getting bigger than me now, so as soon as he shows off his strength, I've got to somehow fight back to make sure I'm still the oldest in the family. But he's almost getting on top of me.
Keep hitting the gym, Hammy.
Yeah, right. So you spoke about was it St Mary's you played under 18s at? Is that where you played most of your junior footy or all of it?
Well, I started at Torquay, where I'm from, and then wasn't really getting far there, just like going through the ebbs and flows. And then I ended up moving into a Geelong-based team, which was St Mary's. It was one of the best decisions I made in my life, I reckon. Certainly took off there and got to play with like most of my schoolmates as well because they were all playing there. So, yeah, we won a couple of premierships there. It was a very fun couple of years there.
Yeah, nice.
A beautiful hamster. Let's talk about the debut game. It came last year against the Kangas. Do you remember it?
Yes, I do, vividly.
Who'd you come in for that day? Do you remember?
The man in the top right, I believe.
Yeah.
I was too busy in hospital, right?
With a cut knee.
I remember getting a call from Gowney, actually. He was at the club at the same time, and he's messaging me saying, I don't reckon Zach has any chance. So I started racking up the nerves when he told me that. And,
yeah, nice.
And Whoosh has given me the call when I'm in bed, and off I was. I was back in July.
Now, was there a smile on your face for the fact you're going to play, or was there disappointment that your teammate couldn't play?
Oh, a bit of both, Zacko, of course.
No, mate.
Shut up.
Also
You were fist pumping.
Correct.
Yeah, David's had his fair share, so I thought I could give a smile for my
Correct.
Yeah. Good on you.
What do you remember about the day, big fella? What do you remember about that
I remember
day?
the drive, because I was back down in Geelong, so I remember the drive to Melbourne, and my phone was going nuts, and I couldn't really do anything about it. And I was all over the place. I didn't know what I was thinking about, and then coming into the game, it was not as bad as I thought, because I didn't have to sleep on it, so I was found out the day of the game. So there wasn't a whole lot of worry going on, and then as soon as we got out there, I was pretty fine, I reckon.
Did we win that game?
Yeah, we did. I think we ended up.
That was a good Friday one with Joey. Joey kicking a couple of snags, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think I kicked 4. Yeah.
You kicked 4 that game, did you, Russell?
Yeah.
I had a good one.
I have to go check, but
I'll check the stats for you. I'll check the stats for you.
Yeah.
It might not be that game. I'm pretty sure I kicked 4 against them, though.
You kicked the goal that game. How was that?
Yeah. Late goal. I think I kicked the last goal of the game, actually. So the game was probably over, and getting to the goal square.
You kicked the sealer.
You were the difference.
Ended up getting to the goal square, and then put it through from about 10 metres out. Remember, Waller was the first one to me, and then copped a bit of a stacks on. Which was good.
Nice.
Delightful.
Got a photo in my room.
You still look.
Me and Waller running to each other to celebrate.
Cherish that photo. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You don't forget those moments, do you, Ham?
No, you don't.
I remember my first game got subbed out. You never forget those moments, boys.
You never forget the green or red, do you?
Nope.
Well, might be coming back too, you don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You are bloody right. Let's talk about housemates, Ham, and who are you living with at the moment? Where are you?
Yeah, so when the season's back on, I'm up in Essendon with Gowney and Brandon Thatcher, the 3 of us. Got a nice little townhouse in Essendon.
I can see a smirk on Mason Redman's face. What are you going to say, Redman?
Oh no, I'm just listening to Hammy's story, and then I'll get back to you on the stats from that game if you want.
Oh, thank you. Yep.
No. Well, let's talk about the shit. How do those boys go in the house? Ham, how do they? Who cooks well? Who cleans well? Can you give us some goss on those two?
They're pretty solid, actually. Surprisingly, Gowney's solid in the kitchen. So is Zerk.
Yeah.
It's probably the cleaning up bit that they're not as great at. So I'm a bit of a neat freak, so I'll do most of the cleaning. But they've probably got me covered in the kitchen though. So, but no, they're quite good. Zerk cops a bit of a whack for a bit of antics he gets up to, but
Casanova, is he?
And what's this?
Yeah, nocturnal
Redman,
activity.
I think you know, mate. I think you know, but
is that what he was smirking at before? Is it Ham?
No, I think he's smirking at your stats.
Oh, what are the stats, Redman?
Oh no, I got the wrong game, but your stats weren't much to smile about.
They weren't much chop.
No,
must have been another game, Russell.
No, I think they were right in this game. I think they were right in this game.
Are you into TikTok, Hammy?
I did have a big phase early on. I'm not as much anymore.
Boys.
Where can the listeners
seen a couple
view it? What's your handle? What's your handle?
I don't even know my handle. It's something weird. I believe it's Hamiltonian Path.
Oh, there you go, listeners.
Hamiltonian Path. That's very good. Are you on TikTok?
I don't know why, but
I'm not. No, Russell. No. Do not have time for TikTok.
I made one with my beautiful girlfriend and her family on her
was
birthday.
Nice. That was a nice TikTok.
That was very good.
210,000 views.
210 what?
1,000. Did he say 210,000?
That's very good. Okay.
You went viral, Orazio.
That's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. Well, not me. Michaela went viral, but
That's. I'll tell you what. I did love the video though. It was very good, and your dance moves just once you made your way into the club.
Yeah, just strolled
I
straight
haven't
up
seen
back
this,
in the day,
actually.
straight to the middle of it. You haven't seen it, Ham?
It
Oh wow!
was
We
great.
Yeah,
can,
so
we
it's
can, we
like-
can see
mate.
we can see from the dance moves why Michaela fell for you, mate.
Correct, mate.
Yeah. Plenty of
That's
charm.
good.
Got the
That's
moves,
good.
Ham.
What do we got? We got some questions from people, do we?
Well, get into some questions, Hammy. Obviously, you live with a big gown, and he's ripped in a couple of questions here about the mullet and the nickname, but we'll get into it from the listeners. We'll leave Gownie out of it. We've got one here from Angus Hubbard. Give us something we don't know about you, Hammy. A little fact or something.
Something you don't know about me. Well, it is my 21st coming up on Anzac Day.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday too, actually. And so, yes, that would have been a very good day/night. But that's not all. So I've got the Anzac Day birthday. My brothers, respectively, have Australia Day and Remembrance Day.
Wow.
Nice. That's nice.
We got in the Herald Sun once when we were young tackers. Got a little article there.
That's an amazing trio. That's terrific.
That's cool.
Wow. It's pretty rare.
That's a great fact, like an interesting fact about you, Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're lifting the standard
Well
here,
done.
Ham. Well done.
All right, Amy, from Madeline Lower on Instagram. Thanks for sending your question in. If you could invite 3 people, dead or alive, to dinner, who would you invite and why?
Who would I invite? I reckon this comes up in most Q&As. It's a bit of a hard one. I've been watching a lot of YouTube though, and I've learnt a new squad, the Two Hype Squad. Don't know if you guys would know about them.
The Two Hype Squad.
A number of the listeners will know about them. They're probably more so for the younger sort of generation. They're
Yep.
they're like a PlayStation group. So I've got a few guys off there. I've got Cash Nasty, Jesse the Laser, and I'll chuck in LeBron James as well.
Yeah, why not?
So out of anyone you could invite, you'll go those 2 on, and then LeBron.
Yeah. You don't understand,
Okay,
like.
all right.
Yeah, I love it, Ham. I love it.
That's great. No, I'm intrigued by that. That's good.
There'll be a lot of listeners that will get involved with that, I reckon.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, don't mind that at all.
All right, so I've got a question from Heartbreak Kid on Instagram, and it is: who took you under their wing when you started at the club?
There's probably a couple in this room actually. David and Raz would be 2 of the top ones. If I was to go from the very start, I think I actually got brought in as a backman at the start. I was playing along the half back, and I reckon Benny McNeese was probably a big one for me. Showed me the ropes a little bit and taught me a bit of stuff. So I love playing with him as well. So I'll say he was probably a big one for me.
Yeah. Great fella.
Yeah, nice.
Great teammate. Great teammate.
Great man.
Anyways.
Great man.
Yes, indeed.
So I've got another question here from Normie Boy 94. Normie. Would you rather a ham sandwich or a hamburger?
Ham sandwich.
I've never had a sandwich.
How else are you supposed to say it? How else are you supposed to say sandwich?
Sandwich.
Never had a ham sandwich before.
Yeah, you know what I meant, don't you?
Yeah,
So,
we get it.
I'd probably go the burger, Normie.
Yeah.
You can probably do a bit more with it, I reckon. You can put
thanks,
whatever you want in it. Yeah.
Thanks, Normie, for that
Lovely.
great question.
All right, we got another one here from Jack Bartlett. I think you might have given this away, but favourite game on Xbox or PlayStation? Well, first of all, what do you play, Xbox or PlayStation? And then your favourite game on that.
Well, I've quietened down a little bit, but I was more of a PlayStation man. I used to be a full nerd back in the probably 2014, year 8, 9 days, and I was a massive 2K fan. NBA 2K.
Nice. Create your own player.
Nice.
Sort of that stuff, Ham.
Yes.
Yes. Now, Devon Smith has contacted the show, and we spoke about it earlier, about why are you called the Don? Can you give us some insight, Ham?
Why am I called the Don? Is that
Yeah,
what it
why
was?
are you called the Don?
Where did it come from?
And Devon asked that, did he?
Yeah,
Devon's
Devon
an
Smith.
astute listener to the show.
Yeah, he loves us here.
Right. Well, Raz, you can probably explain it a bit better than me because I don't really understand it myself, to be honest.
I cannot.
I
cannot.
It was something I think yourself and James Stewart came up
Is it
with.
anything to do with the movie The Don?
I don't know. Possibly. It's probably more so for you, this one, Razzle. Because yourself and James Stewart, I believe, came up with it.
No, I think it's not me. It's Stewart. It's Stewart, definitely.
Yeah, well, I'm not totally sure, but I believe it's around the lines of the Don is someone who's basically the top dog of a mafia squad. And
Yep,
I
that's
think
correct.
it came from our room in Coffs Harbour, our camp, and we had the penthouse, and I got to choose who came in and out. I don't know, something like that, but you found it funny.
Well, because you're the leader of the young crew. You're the Don. You're the head boss of all the young fellas. So that's why.
Well, there you go.
We like
I'll catch
that.
a drift,
We like that.
I don't
man.
think it should stick.
It's sticking, mate. It's sticking.
Is that the last one?
All right, I'll finish it off. We had heaps of questions around your hair. So the last one is, how do you keep the mullet so pristine, and is it going to be coloured green? Don't know who's saying
Green eggs and ham.
Oh, okay, that makes sense, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think that might have been a question from Bryza because he spoke about dyeing his hair green. So I said I'd follow suit if he did, but I'm not actually going to do that. But it's not quite as pristine as what some people think. It's just it needs a do-up. Brandon Zerk-Thatcher actually cuts my hair, and I haven't been in contact with him for a few weeks, so it's a bit all over the place.
Bit all over the shop.
Just on the theme of hair, before we finish off, did we talk about Matt Guelphy's hair on the last episode of the pod? Anyone got any thoughts on that?
I think we did.
Did we talk about that? Was it
the pink hair?
No, I don't think that was the thing then.
Mm.
What are your thoughts on the pink hair, David?
Yeah, it's horrific.
Matt Guelphy seems to do whatever Matt Guelphy wants to do, so we can just let him run his course, I reckon.
Yeah,
I think in isolation he's running short of a bit of attention, I reckon.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm with hair, mate. I'm the most plain and so I think he is. I think he's definitely searching. If you notice, he's not able to post or do as much as what he normally wants to do. So you're right. He probably is looking for that. All right, great stuff from you, Brayden. Answered those very well. We'll be back for a quick fact of the week. Mason, you can take over and run the next segment. We'll see how you go, and then we'll have Raz's review to finish.
All right, listeners, we're back after that break, brought to you by Map Coffee. So this is a new little segment that I'll bring to the pod. It's words of wisdom that have been shared to us as individuals that we rely on to this day. It could be a family member, footy coach, or a mate. If you guys can think of one, I'll throw it over to you, but I'll start it off. So mine this week is discipline is what you do when no one is watching. And it was given to me by a coach, well, not a coach, sort of like a football mentor in under 14s. And that was sort of what drove me to sort of get to sort of where I am today. I printed it out, I wrote it on the computer and printed it out, stuck it on my wall. And so I saw it every day when I went out of the room and went back into the room. And I did a lot of running and exercise by myself with dad timing and that sort of thing. So that was sort of the thing. Nobody else was watching. I wasn't talking to anyone about it at the time, but it was sort of the difference between sort of me making it and not making it. So that's my little words of wisdom that I got from a mentor.
Yeah, nice.
Love that.
That's massive.
Yeah. Do you guys have any off the top of your head?
You've just made the podcast a lot more wiser, and from where we've brought it, like we're down in the sort of gutter, and you've just lifted us right up with that.
That's too much intelligence, this pod, but I'd very much appreciate it and like it, Mason.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I do like it. Give me a week. Give me a week to get
Yeah,
back
no
to
worries.
that.
We'll get back in next week. We'll have all three of us.
Yeah.
We'll have some little words of wisdom. Could be anything.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Should we
No, have you got
get
a
into
sponsor for Words of Wisdom?
I don't have a sponsor.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
Matt
we're looking
Coffee,
for a
isn't it?
sponsor. It's like the cricket bat with no.
No, Matt Coffey's the sponsor.
Oh, so it is. So I said
Matt
that at the start,
Coffey's the
actually.
sponsor.
I said that at the start.
Did you? I was just making sure.
It's like a cricket bat with no
I
stickers.
said the break was brought to us by Matt Coffey, but the pot of wisdom is fueled by Matt Coffey. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. We're fueled by Matt Coffey. Thank you very much.
Hey, there we
You
go.
lost it. And you gassed the intro because we were meant to go into Fact of the Week first, but you've gassed it.
I thought that too, Raz. I didn't want to say anything, but I
Yeah.
thought he's clearly brushed over the fact of the week.
No.
That's all right. That's all right. Let's go.
Pretty good too.
All right. Well, you can kick us off.
Yep.
Kick us off.
No.
Your hosting needs a bit of improvement, so go again.
All right, gents. Fact of the time week. I'll kick it off to start us off.
Fact of the time week. Fact of the week.
Oh, keep going, Redman.
Let me start again.
He's having a stroke. Someone get this man a doctor.
Let me start again. All right, gents.
All right, come on, start again. But we're not going to edit it at all.
No, don't.
No,
I
we're
don't
not.
expect you to. All right, boys. Fact of the week time. I'll kick us off.
Yes. Kick us
The,
off.
the majority of people in Iceland believe in elves. So to back this up, in 2007, the University of Iceland did a survey and they found that 62% of Icelanders believe in real-life elves. In fact, in 2014, protesters claimed a proposed highway would destroy an elf church, which to many was just a gigantic rock.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay. Well, I suppose if you believe in something, you really want to believe in it. Can't dispute that,
Yep.
can you?
Correct. No, religion. All the best.
Yeah, well, get into it. You boys go.
Into it.
Oh, well, I'll go a bit more, lighthearted and less faith-wise. Did you know, boys? Are you a fan of the Bond movie, James Bond?
Yep.
James Bond, the Bonds movie.
Yep. There's
Movies.
multiple Bond movies.
Sean Connery. Yep, Bond movies. Yep. Sean Connery wore a hairpiece in every original James Bond movie.
Yeah, I actually knew that.
Wore a hairpiece.
He wore a hairpiece in every movie.
Yeah.
My.
But
He
I'm glad that his
went-
voice wasn't changed because he does have a very good voice.
He started balding at a very young age.
Did he?
Yeah, very much like Joel Redman.
Oh,
Joel Redman.
really? Yeah, okay. So you knew that one, Mason.
Yeah, I knew that one, yeah.
Nice.
I love the Bond movies. I've watched all of them 2 or 3 times.
Very learned man. I love this.
Good. Yeah, you're a very learned man. All right, what about mine, boys? 12 of the top 20 long-distance runners in the world come from one single Kenyan tribe. Can you believe that?
One actual
One
tribe.
tribe.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Are
That's pretty impressive.
Are the top
That's,
20 all from Kenya? That's amazing.
I don't know. Well, it says 12 of the top 20, so I'm assuming there's a couple of, Europeans in that lot or something.
Do you know the name of the tribe, Orazio?
Leave that with me. I'll get back to you with that.
Get back to us on that one, please. That's
I'll
very,
let
very
If you don't
impressive.
mind. Yeah. It's pretty impressive, boys.
That's
That is pretty
unbelievable.
impressive.
Born into a large respiratory system. That's what they are.
They are. Let's finish the pod off, boys, shall we, with a little review? Do you mind? Little Raz's review?
Please.
Yeah.
We love the
get into it.
listeners. We do love the listeners, and they are killing our rating system at the moment. Killing it. 5 out of 5. 376 ratings. 5 out of 5. They're too good to us.
That's great.
They
That
are
is
too-
great.
They're too good to us. And I'll read out a little one here from Matt Koff. His name is Matt Coffey.
Coffee. Okay.
His name's Matt Coffey. And he,
Double E or?
no, MATTCOFFEY. Matt
Oh, interesting.
Coffey.
Okay.
And he has written, "Hey fellas, my name is Matt Coffey, and the other day, whilst listening to the new season, I briefly thought I had somehow got myself into a sponsorship arrangement with you guys." 2.5
Oh, okay.
episodes
Interesting.
in, and it still messes with me. Other than that, really enjoying the show. Thanks for making it happen remotely and while there is no footy going on. Well done. And so, Ham!
Ham's back! Wow!
Wow!
He looks like he's gone home too. He looks like he's travelled home.
That's one of the biggest mares in history. My phone's rang and, you don't want to know what happened.
Oh, well, run us through it, mate. Run us through it. We've got time.
So it's been glitching everywhere. And then I've looked at the percentage, it somehow went to 1%.
Oh, no.
And then the phone's died. And I'm like, oh, no. And I've just bolted home. And I'm back on. That's disgraceful.
Well done, Ham. That's commitment to the pod.
That's disgraceful.
That is
That's commitment.
Thanks for coming back. Pity we're finished, and I'm just wrapping it up and saying thank you to the sponsors at Matt Coffey and Matt Coffey for writing in. We appreciate that. And remember, guys, you can leave us a review and a rating on iTunes, have it read out on the show, and chuck us a follow at Don Air Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Zacko, are you following us?
No, Razzle, because I still get the updates on the Essendon FC Instagram. So if they ever retweet or repost the Don Air, then I get on that. So why would you need two?
He can't even follow his own podcast, boys.
Well, you're getting double fed. You're getting double fed. So I don't need to get double fed.
This is unbelievable.
Well, another pod down, boys. Thanks to Matt Coffey, not Matt Coffey. If he's still listening, it's always a pleasure, boys. Mace, Raz, thanks for coming on, Hammy. We'll be back with a mini pod next week, so make sure you tune in next week. You don't have to wait a fortnight to listen to us again. Stay safe in the meantime, and we'll hopefully see you next time.